I don't know about that. There's laws that prevent me from doing that.
You sure about that?
Yes.
What are some laws that prevent you from doing anything else?
I can't pick up roadkill after I total my car. And
Oh, you wanted that deer.
Yeah, I hit a deer. I'm kind of salty about it. But
$10,000 worth of damage of deer.
I blame the price of jerky as to how much that damage is.
And then we discussed that we should have deer hunting every year.
I think we should always kill deer in Michigan because everybody who drives in Michigan knows
Has
somebody
hit a
who
deer.
hit a
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I haven't yet, but I have had close calls. We're already starting. This is the Caucasian podcast. This is Blair Shaw.
I'm Blair.
I said your last name. Now everyone is going to look you up.
Should I plug my socials?
Your social security?
It's Share Blah is my social security number.
We usually do that at the end, but you got excited, so it's okay.
Oh, damn.
Welcome. Did you have anything in mind that you wanted to talk about first?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we could preface. Me and Blair have been friends for a little bit.
A little bit. I don't remember meeting Alistair. I
was
think
at,
we met in diapers.
I don't know about that. I remember going to your house, and you were watching like some show. I don't know. It probably would have been Dragon Ball Z, probably.
Oh my gosh.
At your huge TV that you used to play Call of Duty on, that I couldn't even comprehend.
That was
that big TV.
That's a blast from the past. Dragon Ball Z on that 50-inch like box TV that weighed 1,000 pounds.
But yeah, we've been friends for a bit.
Heck yeah.
We also got Jason and Romeo chilling here. Romeo looks like he's sleeping.
The whole gang's here, but I'm the only one on camera.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah. Well, what'd you have in mind?
For what?
I don't know. What'd you to talk about? I mean,
I want to ask you, what kind of animal are you?
Okay.
I just want to know.
That's in the reference of there's this show called Gen V, and it's from one of my like favorite shows I've seen in a long time, from The Boys. It's
so
just
good.
so fun to watch. And this guy named Homelander, he's like, in quotations, like the evil Superman. And like he asked like someone, he's like, "What kind of animal are you?"
It's just so.
It was like it was very like a
menacing.
Homelander question. Like, who asked that? Like,
I'd
just
check
like
it out.
yeah. Well, to answer that question, I don't know what kind of. I've had someone like actually ask me that question, like for real, and I'm like, I didn't say it this way, but I was like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's a really random, but
I mean, like,
here
I'm
we
a
are.
rabbit in the Chinese years. I'm a small little rabbit. Do I come up as a rabbit though?
No, I don't think you would I don't think you're a rabbit.
My dad's a dragon.
A dragon?
No, not a dragon. To the 2000. What's the year 2000? That's a dragon. The year 2000. But he wasn't born in the year 2000.
All I know is that 98 is the year of the tiger.
That's what you are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
You strike me as something that would go fast,
Fast?
Yeah.
A rabbit's fast.
but like that keeps to themselves. You're like a gazelle.
Is that what a gazelle is?
No, I have no idea.
What are you then?
I took a BuzzFeed quiz that took way too long, and I'm an eagle.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, America.
I guess so.
You're the epiphany of America.
I did start this episode talking about hunting.
Deer.
I almost wore camo today.
Have you ever hunted before? I've never killed an animal in my entire life.
Not even a fish?
I don't think so.
I've
Not
killed a fish.
intentionally. Like, I've never shot anything. Like, I've shot a gun before, and I'm really good at shooting a gun for some reason, but I've never shot anything.
Brag. You want to brag about anything else right now? Did you guys know that Alistair can break dance?
I used to. I still can.
Yeah.
If I don't stretch. I used to. Sometimes when I don't stretch beforehand, like, my leg will actually, like, the inner part will actually hurt.
Bro, his legs were helicopters, I swear to God.
My legs are probably stronger than my arms. Like, if I were to fight someone, I would use my legs instead of my arms.
I mean, it's a fighting style. It's one way. You got to use your advantages.
I'll suffocate them with my thighs.
We need an ad break. I brought you a present.
You brought me a present?
Yeah. I'm going to set this down.
Are you sure? Is it pussy flavored chips? Famous Amos. Belgian chocolate.
Now, why would I bring Famous Amos on this right now?
Well, it used to be. I don't have a favorite cookie, but I still really enjoy it. Is it the soft
I told you. I couldn't find like the original because everybody loves it.
How old is this? Did you actually give this?
I already opened it
it's
yesterday
2024.
because I couldn't wait.
Hold on.
But I know this dude used to crinkle this bag into the PS3 mic while we are just trying to play Call of Duty.
And then they sold it at Tech Defenders. They would have the bags. I used to eat this a lot. And then I would eat. Well, then I switched on my diet a lot at Tech Defenders. I used to. So when I started, I had the gamer diet. I would eat Dorito chips and Mountain Dew. They had Mountain Dew there.
Yeah.
And then switched it to Pop-Tarts. And then I would buy water, and then people would make fun of me. And that's when they got the filter at Tech Defenders, because I would just buy water. And everyone's like, why are you fucking buying water?
And then you were on that one kick with the granola.
Wow. You're pretty good.
You are pretty good with your diet.
I still am, I think.
Do you give credit to HelloFresh for how good you eat?
Yes.
Just because it's already at your house, that convenience, it's sent to you.
I'm not sponsored by them, but if but the thing is,
let's get sponsored by
I don't know if they would see what hurts the pod the most, but also because of the name. Because if everyone's gonna sponsor me, they're gonna have to sponsor the Caucasian.
Right.
But I think the name is what also like sells the pod in a weird way, because there's this podcast that I really like called Tiny Meat Gang.
You showed me them before, and they are funny.
And they got sponsors.
And that is a clickbaity name.
And it's funny because when they go to like award shows and stuff,
yeah.
And when people ask what your name is, they just say TMG.
Yeah.
And when people are like, what does that mean? They say the media gang or the media group.
What would you say for?
I think
I would say CP.
I'd have to be honest. Like, what do we?
Caucasian podcast?
Yeah, I'd have to be honest. Like this, it's called the Caucasian podcast.
Isn't it inspired by Lil Yachty or something? Why is this called Caucasian?
Because it's not play on words, but it's just because I'm half Asian and half white.
I'm 2% white. Is that why I'm allowed on this Caucasian podcast?
Do you check the white box? Marcus says he checks the white box when he.
I feel like I do. I golf. I like hockey. Go to Brinket.
You know something else? Marcus said, I don't know why he said this to me, and I forgot to tell you, but he said like out of all, not all, but like out of the people he talks to, he said like the way that you talk is very like how did he say it? Like pristine versus like other
say it.
people of color. I didn't want to say it the way
Marcus,
he said it.
No. I can just imagine how he said it.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it right now.
I don't say it at all, but just the way that he said it was way more harsh.
I get it.
But he was like, you went to Jenison though, right? Or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I didn't even go that far away from him. Because he went to Hudsonville, didn't he?
I don't remember.
That's like one town over with more white people.
I don't know.
It's just the way people talked around me. I could be saying the N-word right now because...
I mean, you can, but I can't.
Brought to you by McDonald's. We love Sprite.
You were trying to get me sponsors. Look, if you get me a sponsor, you're going to be a permanent guest on here.
That's the goal. We're going to get this guy to the Game of the Year awards, and he's going to be Streamer of the Year next year.
I used to stream.
Speaking of, what's your prediction for Game of the Year?
I think it would have to be Tears of the Kingdom or Baldur's Gate, in my opinion. But I haven't played Spider-Man. I haven't played Alan Wake. And I don't remember what the other one was. But I think even from what I've seen,
Starfield?
No,
Starfield. That wasn't.
Starfield got nominated for something else, I think, but it didn't get nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah, no.
I forget what the fifth game was that was nominated.
But anyways, Baldur's Gate and
or Tears of the Kingdom, for sure.
I feel like those were games that have a big community, and then they delivered.
Yeah.
Like I've been watching, like I don't have Baldur's Gate, but I've been watching gameplay and people love it.
It's just
so
fun.
Fun to watch people play too.
It genuinely is like a very fun game.
Yeah.
It's a game that I never thought I would actually play because from where I came from, like my first, like, I mean that's not true. I was gonna say like one of my first video games was Pokemon. because I had an N64 and a Pokemon Color or Game Boy Color. And then I started getting into shooters. I think my first shooter was Black Ops 1.
Oh my god, that grind.
But yeah, I mean, it's a game that I never thought of. I still think it's a nerdy game. It definitely is a nerdy game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could be a wizard, a half-elf wizard, and then my subclass is a Tempest. Yeah, see.
So would you play D&D now?
I think if
You
I
have
have
that
like
drive
if
now?
I have friends, I would play it with friends. I just don't have a group, and it costs. There's a little bit more commitment because you have to like set up like a whole thing versus like a game. It kind of like sets it up all for you. Like it's within the game. Like the whole world's within the game, and you get to have this experience with like friends. Versus like, I feel like with the board game it can be a little different because you can make it whatever story you want. Versus like you're playing the story that they made for you, which is still really fun. I didn't even notice. I think Jason has like 100 hours on Baldur's Gate already. I have 90 hours, and it didn't feel like I didn't even realize until I checked it. I was like, Jason has 100 hours, and I checked I have 90 hours, and it didn't even feel like I played 90 hours. It genuinely does not feel like I played 90 hours.
Gotta be a good game then.
It really, I didn't even realize. Yeah, it is crazy. I am starting to feel like there's a little part of me that like wants it to end because we've been playing it for so long. But there's a part of me that like when I do anything, I want it to end. Like you know how I like shorter shows and
I was just about to ask you about some shows. Have you talked about your IMDb list on this podcast yet?
Depends on what you're. I mean, if you want me to pull it up, I can pull it up. Of what I've
Give a
recently
rough
watched.
estimate as to how many ratings you've given.
But you have
on
more
IMDb.
than me. But I generally
know I have
don't.
more.
I generally don't rate stuff if I don't finish it though. Like I
Yeah.
don't finish like half the stuff I start watching, just because it generally just doesn't interest me anymore. But for 2023, I can name what I watched and what I rated it.
Just name a few.
Scott Pilgrim. But
didn't
you're gonna
watch that yet.
you're gonna watch it though, so I don't want to say what I gave it.
Yeah, don't. You influence me way too much, so do not tell me what you rated that.
Talk to Me is a very good horror movie. I gave that an 8 out of 10. That's sitting at
gave that an 8.
That's sitting at a 7 though. Asteroid City was kind of underwhelming. That's from Wes Anderson.
I gave that a 7.
I give it a 6. It's sitting at 6.6 because nothing really happens. I'm not gonna lie.
It is just like a cookie cutter Wes Anderson. Here's a stacked cast movie.
There's good shots and there's a good cast, but
Yeah,
there's
it's
not like
aesthetic.
there's literally nothing that happens.
Yeah.
Flat tire. He talks to people. An alien comes. Okay, now that I say it, it's kind of crazy, but it's like
I don't really like the alien trope. It's not my favorite. Like in Nope, Lexi loves Nope, but there's only so much you can do while you're tying in these alien creatures to the point of where it's
I love Nope too. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I give that an 8.
It's good. It's a good film, but she loved it. Like she bought the shirt that Keke Palmer was wearing.
Wasn't that like a $200 shirt? That's crazy.
It is like on Etsy, so it was probably like 50.
Okay, never mind. Past Lives is probably my favorite movie of the year.
Really?
And it's an underrated. It's by A24.
All right.
I've talked about it before. It's these two Asians. I don't want to get into the whole story.
That's okay.
But it's probably my favorite movie of the year. It's just so cute.
I have this question. What are your bottom of IMDb? Like, what are your 2s and 3s?
Oh, man. We'll get to there. Hold on.
I will say that Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey deserves negative stars. Is the worst movie I've ever seen.
Sort by your rating.
It's such a waste of time, and I think once they got the rights for Winnie the Pooh, they were like,
what did I rate? Oh, I hated Kaleidoscope. Oh, I know. There was one movie called Wilfred that Marcus recommended me. But he'd even see it. He just recommended it to me because he thought it would be cool. I remember this. I also hate Donnie Darko.
Yeah, Donnie Darko had this
cult
following, and it's on every list.
13 Reasons Why and Riverdale 3.
You Riverdale?
What's so?
Donnie.
I hate Donnie Darko.
Dude, it's just a loser in a bunny costume.
It's a fucking
with
kid.
Psychology problems.
He's
Like,
just
go talk to a therapist.
He's
bro.
complaining about shit. the school, no one's listening to me. What are you doing? And now I got this ghost bunny following me around. No one listens to me at the school. I'm gonna flood the school.
What year did that come out? 2001. Worst thing to ever happen in 2001 was Donnie Darko being released.
That's an awful movie. I'm sorry, bro. It's so boring. 12 wins and 16 nominations.
I gotta take a.
Who's watching this? 2001. What happened in 2001? Oh, so Wilfred. I hate Wilfred because it's so like contradictory. Like this is so the main character. He was about to kill himself in the first episode,
And then a dog shows up.
and then a dog shows up. So then you're like, oh, I mean, they don't get to like why, but the thing it bothers me so much because they don't get to like why he sees this dog until like they like literally wag it in your face about why. But I mean, like it's not obvious, but it's like they literally say like, oh, I'm about to. They literally have the dog and the guy literally have the conversation like 4 times in the entire show. Like, the dog's like, I'm about to tell you like why you're seeing me, and he's like, we're gonna. This is like a literally conversation that happens. He's like, oh, actually, we should do something else. Like this is like an actual conversation. Like I'm not like playing it. This happens like 4 times. I'm like, I just want you to like just tell it to me. Like it started like bothering me, or like I think it was like there's something about it that's just like. It was like contradictory where it's like I feel like in a weird way I had a problem with it because they were like making fun of like suicide where it's like this guy was like about to kill himself and then like there's something about it that like really like bothered me. I don't know. Like
Should
I would
it
like
be banned?
Not banned, but it's just like it doesn't deserve a 7.8. That's crazy.
Does Buzz Lightyear deserve to be banned in other countries because they have a gay character?
Okay. What?
Does Buzz Lightyear the movie deserve to be banned in other countries because there's a gay character?
What's wrong with
Did you know that it's still banned in certain countries?
I didn't know that.
Oh.
I also didn't remember if they had a gay character.
Yeah, Buzz's best friend.
Woody?
No. This is in the new Buzz Lightyear.
The new one?
Yes.
The 4th one?
Yeah. Where
Who's the...
I forgot her name, but she's like a black gay character, and they're best friends. They're both space rangers. But then
I don't remember this.
Buzz leaves the space station, and then when he comes back, she's dead. But she had a whole life with...
Oh, it's sitting at a 7.7.
She had a whole life with a woman. She had a kid.
I don't remember this at all.
And she's in the movie for a total of probably less than 15 minutes.
Where'd you find this from?
And because that character is banned, I mean, because she's homosexual, that movie's banned in like over 13 countries.
I forgot Keanu Reeves was in here. I'm getting sidetracked. I don't remember this at all.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey should be banned in every country.
What? Why do you keep mentioning Winnie the Pooh?
Because I wasted my time with that one.
What about Bluey?
All right. Did you hear about the Bluey video game reviews?
I'm the one that... Oh, not the reviews. I was like, I'm the one that showed you the video game.
So I'm in an adult Bluey fan page Facebook group, and they shit on that video game so much where they're like, it's too short, it's too easy.
I think it's $60.
I think it is $60 too. I think they're forgetting that it's supposed to be for kids, and it's just supposed to be, oh, check out Bluey's World.
Yeah.
Like, imagine Bluey, the video game, being nominated for Game of the Year.
I have to play it then.
Exactly.
You can't judge until you play it.
I just want to throw it out there that I've seen every episode of Bluey.
I haven't. I actually started trying to watch the first episode, and then I was like, I knew I was going to enjoy it, and I was like, I think I'm going to watch something darker. Weren't you the one that you said you want a Batman plot with Bluey?
Yes. If they kill off Bluey's parents,
That's
and then
awful.
she just becomes like a menace. No way. That'd be terrible.
You heard some movies or shows I hate. I don't know. Most of the time, like, if I don't know why, I just end up finishing that stuff, but most of the time I just don't finish stuff if I just don't like it. I just feel like it's a waste of time for me.
Yeah, I would too.
I usually just watch like halfway through.
I'm watching Handmaid's Tale.
That's a good show.
Yeah, I really need that to end because
Yeah.
it's so good
I was showing that to Lexi.
to the point of where it needs to just stay good.
It does need to end at some point.
That's why they should cancel Bluey, and then they'd go out on top as the best thing to ever happen to media.
That's crazy. Yeah. Did you have anything else for me?
Yeah. When you and Jason were talking about anime, it reminded me of how I got started. And I'm not talking about...
Kiss Exist?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because I'm not talking about watching Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon when you're a kid and you're not watching it chronologically. You just catch a few episodes. No, this is the first time I ever watched a 12-episode anime.
It's Roman's favorite anime.
Recommended by yours truly. And yes, you guessed it.
It was recommended by me?
Yeah.
I recommended you that show?
Yeah.
I recommended the DJ too. That was his first anime.
Hey, you guys watch anime. What should I watch? And you went, oh, you should watch this one show.
I did this as a joke. And what's funny is Jason also gave that to me as a joke. And then, because he genuinely didn't think I was going to like it or something.
I also, after I watched it, recommended it to some band kids at school as a joke. And they looked at me differently after that.
Because of the joke thing, I wonder how many views that show actually has now. Because now that it's a joke, we do it as a joke, and then we recommend it to you, and then you recommend it to someone else.
For the viewers that don't know, this Kiss Exist show is about incest. We just have to make that clear.
It was already we already talked about it when me and Jason talked. Yeah.
Dude, when my mom walked in on me watching that, I've never been more scared.
Yeah, when the parents walk in at the worst time.
It's like they know. It's the worst.
But what?
I also recommended Pupa.
What is that?
It's somehow worse. You could... The smile from my face just dropped as I'm thinking about the title. Yeah, it's still about incest, but there is a brother and a younger sister, and the younger sister gets cursed by a witch, and she turns into a huge monster if she doesn't eat human flesh. And then the brother has a power to where he can just regrow his flesh. So it's really messed up. It's very gross whenever
I'm confused a little bit.
The girl needs to eat the human flesh because she just eats her brother. I'm also confused.
What do you mean by eat her brother?
Like literal.
Oh.
Like she will rip off.
I was thinking like, never mind.
We'll be right back.
Well, there was this other anime that Jason recommended me. I don't know why I watched it. Where this guy gets powers when he kisses girls.
Wait, what? That's our cousin Romeo.
His face. Yeah, he like gets powers when he like kisses girls. That's all I remember. That's all of the story I actually remember because the scenes were crazy. What'd you say, Romeo? I thought it was Strike the Blood. Oh, Campione.
I've never seen it. Should I put it on the list?
I don't know how old it is. I mean, you can if you want. If you have nothing else to do in your free time.
My watch list is way too long right now. Let me pull it up real quick.
There's a lot of shows that you and Lexi recommended me that I did watch and I never told you. And I just never said anything because I didn't like them.
That's all right. You don't have to like everything.
I know. I just feel bad.
Nah, it's all good.
I watched Murders in the Building.
That was just okay.
It was okay. I watched the first season.
I think I liked it just because I was watching it weekly.
What else did I watch? There's something else I watched.
I have The Curse on my watch list with Nathan Fielder. It's on Showtime.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch that.
Yeah, I'm waiting until all 10 episodes are out, but
everything that guy touches is gold
so far. Yeah, seriously, Nathan Fielder's top 10 comedians
he's unintentionally funny.
Yeah.
It's just his awkwardness is funny.
You're kind of like that too, though. Like
Me?
your awkwardness makes it so hilarious.
Well, now I'm like self-conscious. No, I'm just kidding.
See, now I'm about to laugh.
I don't think I'm as awkward as I used to be. No.
Yeah, you definitely grow out of your shell. But
I definitely am like awkward or like I don't know how to phrase it. Just like I don't feel like I talk a lot, which is fine. Or like how I phrase words, but I think it's like just social anxiety sometimes.
It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Some people have more than others, but sometimes you can shut it off, like when you're comfortable. Like when I'm at work, I would talk to a certain amount of people, but then if I'm feeling really social, if I want to make a friend, I'll try to talk to people in the cafeteria.
Okay.
And then
How's that go?
sometimes I get the hookup.
The hookup?
Sometimes I'll get a mac and cheese that I can't even close because it's just so full.
That's crazy.
There's this one dude who I felt profiled. It's kind of racist.
You said profile?
Yeah, dude. Like, I was just looking at the pizza and he goes, "Hey, Youngblood." And I was
Not
like,
Youngblood.
"What?" And it was just like this silver fox of a black guy. Like, he had the whole mustache. He was balding, though. He goes, "You want some Nikes? I got a bunch in my trunk. You look like someone who would wear Nikes." And I was like,
What do you mean by that?
"What do you mean
Yeah.
by that, though?"
What do you mean by that? Do you remember that Atlanta scene where they
with the shoes?
Yeah, in the van, and then
Yeah.
Donald Glover and Lakeith Stanfield. The guy was like, they were trying to get the shoes that were sold out, and then they were like, "How much for the shoes?" And he's like, "I don't want any money, but I just want you guys to kiss." And they were like, "What?"
Crazy.
And Lakeith was like, "Okay."
He was down.
He's like, "No money." He's like, "I just want you guys to kiss."
Dude, Lakeith Stanfield's he's a good actor. He can be in anything and just also make it gold.
Oh my gosh, that show's so funny. Yeah, I don't know why it reminded me of that.
It was weird. I encounter a lot of things at work, like the hospital.
That's the heater.
That's the heater. Yeah, anything can happen in the hospital. Like, I'll see some crazy patients, or a coworker will just have a terrible day, and I'll have to hear all about it. And I'm like,
Are you allowed to tell a story from what's like craziest thing?
the craziest recent thing? I won't say their name because I don't know it, but they had Capgras syndrome, as to where.
Do you want to be Do you also want to describe to people like what you technically do, so maybe it gives more context to it?
Oh yeah. I work at Trinity Health neuropsychology, so I work with neuropsychologists and give cognitive assessments to people that need them. So if they're needing a diagnosis for dementia, Alzheimer's, if they had a concussion, if they need a new kidney, because if you have a bad kidney, that's not filtering out all the bad stuff in your blood, so then bad blood's getting to your brain, and then you're just not the same. So we'll just give cool tests. Should I explain anything else, or?
I mean it's fine, but you can tell the story. I think they just gave more context.
True.
If you were going to tell the story.
Oh my gosh. So this person was having hallucinations, and when the doctor asked her what she was seeing, she goes, "Oh, there's a little boy that talks to me at my TV." And then she asked, "What are you doing here, little boy?" And the little boy goes, "I live here. What do you mean?" And then she said that she's just been living with the little boy for about 3 months now, just
That's
having
crazy.
conversations, and the boy walks around. And then in her last evaluation, she said that the little boy was in the room with her, like behind the person giving the test,
Okay.
and that that tech ran out of the room.
That's crazy.
It actually is crazy. I had to leave Pine Rest because, well, I'm just name dropping it, but whatever.
I took pictures at Pine Rest.
Pine Rest is a mental health hospital, but everybody knows mental health hospitals are haunted.
Are they haunted?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I never.
Dude, no one would go in the basement of ours because there's too many chills,
Too many chills.
too many random noises.
Is it an unfinished basement?
No, ours was finished.
Okay.
But I went down there. I was scared, but I didn't care.
Do you feel any chills?
All the time.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, because it's a little cool.
You think it's
I
cool
think
to
it's
believe in
cool.
ghosts?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I do too, but like I wouldn't mess with a Ouija board
I have
like for fun.
too many times.
Would you?
I wouldn't do it again.
Would you talk to a ceramic hand?
A ceramic hand? Yes.
But you just
I
wouldn't.
would.
You just wouldn't go that far. You'd just be like, talk to me.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't. Yeah.
I probably wouldn't say
I'll let you in.
I let you in.
Yeah.
Because
That
that'd be
we're
crazy.
referring to the movie Talk to Me. Or instead of Ouija board, it's just the ceramic hand. And you like hold it, and then you get to see the ghosts and talk to it.
Yeah.
I go that far, but I wouldn't say I let you in
Yeah, no, definitely not.
for them to possess me.
Yeah, it was in high school. And I'm pretty sure somebody was just punking us, like moving the
Oh,
board.
the Ouija board?
But it was Halloween. Just
Yeah.
teenagers being stupid.
I don't know. I don't think I can mess with something like that.
No.
I don't know.
Definitely not. But it's cool at work when we get to see like good results and help out people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have to help people that are already in jail. Like patients will show up handcuffed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because they're like having a psychotic breakdown or something. Yeah.
For sure. Oh, did you want to do like a fake test for me? You don't have to.
I mean, I can simulate one.
Could you
All right. I'm
Hey.
going to say a story to you.
a story?
Yeah, and I'm going to ask you about that story later.
Okay.
On Tuesday, October 3rd, in Tampa, Florida, a tidal wave hit. $3 million in damage was done to the waterfront. 6 people were injured, and no one was killed. Can you tell me what I just said?
I don't remember the date already. It was in Tampa, Florida. There was a hurricane, $3 million worth of damage. 6 people were injured. No one was hurt. When I think that's all I remember. I don't remember the date. It was like October 6th. I'm awful with dates. I think that's all I remember. I was like trying to repeat the thing in my head
Mm-hmm.
to like try to remember it. I think it made it worse. I think that's all I remember.
6 out of 12.
6 out of 12? That's not passing.
That's not passing. That's okay. I sprang that on you.
That's okay.
No big deal.
That's interesting.
But there's that's just one test. Like, I'm not going to give you that one thing and say, oh, you failed dementia. There actually is a test like that, and they're trying to get rid of that because so many people just throw that label on.
Dementia.
Yeah.
Can't remember something. Dementia.
What's the date? Yeah, you have dementia. Sorry. No, seriously, half the time I ask people, what's the date? I don't know the date.
Yeah.
So it's kind of rude.
What was the date?
I'm not telling you yet. I'm going to ask you to tell me the story in 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
See, that's the advantage you have because now you know that you're supposed to remember it.
Okay.
People will literally, like, their mouths will drop. Like, what do you mean? What story you asked me later or before?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I was going to bring other stuff, but legally I can't because psychology people are rude.
That's okay.
Those tests are so expensive, too.
Like, what do you mean?
Like a
expensive?
stack of 20 tests is probably like $400.
That is a lot. But
Yeah.
I think...
The evaluation altogether is like $2,000 to $4,000.
Wow.
Depending on how much they need. But insurance usually does
Covers it.
But if someone calls and they're like, "Can I just pay?" I literally will be like,
That's
"You
not a good
don't
idea.
want to
Yeah,
do that."
that's not a good idea.
Sorry.
Interesting. Okay.
Let's pivot here.
Okay, let's pivot.
Let's talk about JPEG Mafia.
That's my favorite artist.
I know. But
I got you into Death Grips too. Not got you into, but so I do want to
this is
preface.
crazy. What's up?
I do. You know, I call this normal music. 'Cause I do listen to normal music.
You have the most broad music taste out of.
I say that to everyone, and they don't.
Everyone
They
I
genuinely
know.
don't believe me, but I genuinely do have like I like everything. I genuinely like everything.
Yeah.
Like I really mean that. Like I sometimes like I like classical music. I genuinely like piano. My piano got taken away, but
Yeah, I was about to say I haven't heard you tapping away
I
on those
know
keys in a while.
Silver had to take it back. It's I think it wasn't hers.
Silver, what the?
But it was nice.
Congratulations.
I genuinely I liked because it was like challenging and it was like cool to like feel the keys when I'm playing versus like when I'm hearing it. It's genuinely such a different feeling. I loved it. I generally like love piano.
Dude, you had that Stardew theme. Really
Oh,
good.
Minecraft? The Minecraft?
Oh, yeah, it was Minecraft.
Wet Hands by Minecraft.
Dude.
Or C418. The whole album is... Yeah, you know it. Like that, I love that album. Like ambient. There's another artist I think you should check out that's like a whole... Like, so...
Gosh.
It's memes that like... For the craziest music in the world, there's Death Grips. And then there's the whole like... They're like... right under them, there's another memed artist called Aphex Twins, which they're noted. You know Aphex Twins.
I do know of Aphex Twins.
They're not the same as Death Grips, but in a different category. There was some of the craziest music I've ever heard. People call Aphex Twins the godfathers of electronic music, because technically they're even categorized under ambient music, which is kind of crazy.
Oh my gosh!
But it's just like electronic chaos. So there's just like so much happening. The Aphex logo is literally like, it looks like this. It's like a peace sign, like upside down.
But for some reason, you find so much peace and tranquility in their chaos of music and noise.
I don't get Aphex Twins. They actually have a few piano songs that are generally like, I think they did it as a joke, because they generally have like two, in quotations, normal songs that are just piano songs that I like, probably my favorite piano pieces ever. I think they did it as a joke, like, oh, we can make normal music too. Like you heard like our crazy stuff. Oh, we'll play a piano for you.
Yeah. Wait, that's your favorite piano piece? What about classical? Like, do you have a favorite classical piano piece, like Claire de Lune?
I mean, I'm not like a classical head, so I don't really know.
That's all right. Do you know what Claire de Lune is?
And that's a composer, right? Or
no, it is a piano piece.
Oh, I'm not like a classical.
It's a very slow one. And one time I was at a piano bar. Well, actually, it was my one and only time at a piano bar.
What is a piano bar?
I will tell you. There is a jar on the piano, and then you write a request. You put it in the jar, and then the guy will like sing and play it for you. And then the whole bar is supposed to be like singing with you, but
it's kind of cute.
Yeah, it's cool. It was upbeat. People were putting in like Moving Out by Billy or like Michael Jackson. And I put in this slow classical piece, and he's like, sorry if you guys are going to fall asleep, but this is what he requested. And then, like, he did a really good job with it. Like, it was beautiful, but...
Hold on, I'm going to turn off this fan.
Not the vibe. It was pretty embarrassing. I was 6 drinks deep on this cruise. I would go on the cruise again. Shout out to Carnival. Carnival, please sponsor Caucasian podcasts. What if we did a podcast on a cruise?
That requires money. But what we were saying is, I like a lot of music, and JPEG Mafia is my favorite artist. And I got you to listen to Death Grips, because that's in the far spectrum of absolute insanity. And I'm aware, and sometimes I only like that one album I showed you. For some reason I do, I don't know why, but the other albums I just can't get into. It's just like, there's something, I do respect the music, but I can't there's not like a lot of situations where I can listen to it. But what were you gonna ask about JPEG? Dude, I got you into some songs though, because I got you to listen to Veteran.
Scaring the Hose album.
Scaring the Hose
no
is generally is a good album.
I just can't play it around
people.
Yeah.
You can't play it in the aux.
It's like...
but do you genuinely like Scaring the Hose? Like,
yeah,
okay.
I do. It's pretty good. Lean Beef Patty.
That's a good song.
Fentanyl Tester.
That's a good song.
Despite how insane it is, I find... I find like it's cool to listen to. Like, remember when we did, humble brag, P90X to Scaring the Hose?
No, we did it for Veteran.
Oh yeah, it was to Veteran.
That was...
Bro, it got intense.
Veteran is like...
We were going faster than the people in the workout.
That's
video.
more Death Grips category. Veteran is.
Yeah.
Like when you, like, people compare Death Grips with JPEG.
We got Perfect and Shut Yo Bitch
Perfect
Ass
is
Up.
and that one too. That one's more like palatable. It's like...
Seriously, I could replay the first half of Scaring the Hose.
I don't know why. There's something about JPEG for me. He's my favorite. I never really had a favorite rapper until like now. When someone like asked me like who's my favorite rapper, I didn't it was like someone probably like but this one's like there's something about his music that like my favorite album of all time is LP by Chipic Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something about like the production and like I genuinely like believe like this is just music I've never heard before. And like this is like I didn't think like something like switched in me because I listened to his two older albums. It was Veteran, and then his other album that was older is All My Heroes Are Cornballs. That one's more like it's more R&B, which if you could think of him being a R&B artist at all,
I can't.
His first song, you should read have you read his titles for
LP?
No, for All My Heroes Are Cornballs. Here, read these out loud. All My Heroes Are Cornballs. What's the first track?
Jesus, forgive me, I am a thought. Keenan versus Kel. Beta male strategies. JPEG Mafia type B.
Grimy
waifu. Yo, what?
BBW. Thought tactics.
That's pretty good.
Free the frail. Post verified lifestyle. Basic bitch tear gas. Buttermilk Jesus type B.
Poppy, I missed you.
He likes to call himself Buttermilk Jesus for some reason.
Dude, when he was on Kill Tony, he was hilarious.
What was the comment? Well, the more that JPEG drinks, the more that Danny Brown gets drunk. And that because of there's something. So the reason why I like JPEG because there's something about like the alternative scene that like when I listen to it, there's something like that switched in me that like, oh, I like this type of rap now versus like what was more popular. Like no offense to any of these artists, but like Gunna, Young Thug, and those are more popular. And then now I got into like the alternative scene where there's something about like that music that like I just liked, like a sound like clicked in my head that I didn't know I liked, but it liked. And there's something about it that like I genuinely love this artist, no matter like I don't know, like I genuinely think like there's something that Lil Yachty said that I don't know if you heard, but I think it was the wrong person to say it, but I think he's right, where he said, I think rap is boring now. But I don't think it, no offense to Lil Yachty, but I don't think he's the right person to say that.
He did make that newer album, which I'm blanking on the name of.
I do really like that album.
Me too.
But it was nothing innovative. Not going to lie. It didn't change my life view when I heard it. But it's a really good album. It's cool that he explored that kind of music, even though that kind of music already exists.
Yeah. Very Pink Floyd type.
Yeah, obviously, like that's the first comparisons we made.
Transcending.
It's not a bad thing though. I liked it.
Music. Yeah,
but
it was cool.
He's not the person to say that though. Like if it was like
because his base and fan base are mumble rap.
If it was like a
drugs and girls.
Danny Brown, a JPEG, maybe even a Kanye, maybe not now, but like if Kanye were to say rap is boring,
yeah,
you would believe him. Because like every album he's made is so wildly different from the last one.
I had to explain Jesus is King to one of my coworkers the other day because they were hating on Kanye and they were like, all he talks about is this, and I was like, well, that was a while ago.
Yeah,
like they only see the mainstream hate media that Kanye gets, but
I really like I feel like I'm really like I pay attention. I don't know why, but I pay attention to the hip hop scene so much. I don't know why. I recommend you like so many hip hop artists.
You do.
You
do. Especially I generally from, like other countries.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Like I generally like I like the hip hop scene. But I like more of like low key artists that like are genuinely so good. Are so underrated. Like Little Sims, I love. That's like my favorite female rapper.
Yeah, you've been trying to put me on Little Sims for a while.
That's my favorite female rapper.
She's
getting popular. She's getting actually really popular.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Transitioning away from rap, do you still like EDM and house?
Not anymore. I used to have.
Used to be my go-to house guy.
I still have a house playlist. I generally still call it H&M music. It's not bad. I used to listen to it a lot. I think I actually started. Yeah. I used to. I don't know when it switched for me to like when I started liking like hip hop so much. But back when I actually interned here is when I was like really into like close to EDM and house. And then for me, it kind of just sounded similar. Yeah. Like there was something itching in me that like still liked, not comparing dubstep to like there's something in me that like liked like the craziness of sound that I was missing, that felt like I was like bored. I get bored with stuff very easily, but there's something about like the artists I listen to now, like I just never get bored of it. Just like the sound of it is just so like rich and crazy.
Do you feel like JPEG gives you that nostalgic chaos feeling that you used to get from dubstep and house?
In a weird way, yes. It's like mixing, but he doesn't do it all the time.
Yeah.
Like he switches it up. Like it's like from it's like he's exploring.
Samples are all over the place.
The samples all over the place.
It's crazy.
Sometimes it's like a nostalgic factor. Like he samples Michael Jackson to Milkshake, which is crazy, which is why I enjoy it. Even like from Fentanyl Tester, which is more like EDM. It sounds like a DJ is just like he's rapping over a DJ, like doing a set.
Heck yeah. I love when artists do that. There's this not rap, but like alternative pop band, AJR.
I know who AJR is.
Yeah, they sample old-timey 30s and 40s music all the time. Okay. Just to have, and they keep that, like that sound of the needle on the vinyl.
Oh, yeah. I remember you saying that about JPEG when he did that. Like that sound.
That crackling.
Yeah, the crackling.
For some reason, that brings like peace, where I'm just like,
interesting.
But I did have a record player, like ever since high school, so maybe that's why.
Do you because you hear that because for Scaring the Hose he made it on this. Do you know what an SP404?
I actually don't know.
It's what they made it's what they used to, instead of a computer, it's what they used to make beats. He made the entire album on this. He said this is what they would have sounded like if they made it in the 90s.
Oh.
Is it in Ableton? Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
It's all right.
But this is what they used to make beats before computers. SP404. Yeah, this thing. He made the entire album on this. You can connect it to Jesus. You can connect it to a record. That's where it's a sample, and then like to connect it, and then I'll put a picture on it on the screen. But he made the entire album on this.
That's pretty cool.
He said he's never gonna do it again though.
Yeah, I bet it was difficult.
But that's how he sampled stuff, and that he literally, that's how he heard the record, because the record. It was really cool. He said he's never gonna do it again though. But that's what they say. He said that's what he would have sounded like in the 90s.
Remember when you gave me Astro World on vinyl?
I do remember that,
bro. That was
back then. I still like Astro World. I weirdly never go back to that album though.
Really? It's been a while since
Not that
I
much.
have. But when it came out, it was on repeat. So
it's got good singles for sure. Like Sicko Mode is one of the most insane.
Bro,
still
I would, like hop from party to party around Grand Valley, and Sicko Mode would just be on every.
It's a good song.
Aux. And that one song. I got
what song is that? I shouldn't be blanking.
Where's Ali?
But on top of that, I forgot that. But I think what would win a Grammy is either Utopia or Her Loss is just by numbers. I think that.
Dude, yeah, Her Loss was great. I loved Her Loss.
I didn't like Her Loss that much. I'm sorry. I'm not that big of a Drake fan.
I think I liked 21 more than Drake off of Her Loss, so I get it.
I do like it. I just don't think I like Utopia better.
Yeah,
as like a sound,
more fun to listen to, especially Fiend. If I was listening to Travis Scott live and Fiend was playing, I don't know if my heart could take it.
There was a TikTok I got where this girl got with her boyfriend. She got pit tickets, and they were. She said this was the worst mistake I ever made, because I guess Travis Scott played Fiend like 7 times in a row.
Dude, that's crazy.
And like she said this is the worst mistake I ever made, and it's just like absolute chaos.
So, does she blame the fan base or Travis Scott?
I think it was a joke.
Okay. Because my coworker legitimately hates Travis Scott because of that Astro World incident.
I mean,
and he was like, "Oh, he's a scumbag," and I was like, "Well,
I think you could take it both ways. Where yes, it was his fault, but also like the people that organized it.
True, they could have helped out more.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I can't put too much blame on Travis Scott, because I think he would have. Do you think he would have received more negative publicity if he just stopped the entire thing altogether and
I don't think so.
refunded everyone their tickets?
I'm not sure.
I don't think he would have refunded everyone's tickets.
I don't think he would either. I don't think he would have, because there's artists that do that. I mean,
Yeah.
they're fine, but they do it for personal reasons. They just feel like they don't.
Yeah, we almost went to Chance the Rapper when The Big Day came out, and then he had a baby, and then he canceled that tour and refunded everyone.
This
Everyone
guy
was like,
and his family.
wow, I want to be mad at you, but I can't.
This guy and his family. He loves his family, and he hasn't dropped any music since. No.
Well, I think he did drop like one thing, but it's not the same. But it's okay.
I feel bad. People have been memeing him. They're like, or what'd he say? He's like, I'm never gonna fail because I met Kanye West or
Yeah.
something.
No, dude, people are mean to Chance. They'll
They kinda
reply on
mean.
his tweets, and they'll be like,
I do feel bad.
"Take acid again."
Oh my god. That's awful.
And then somebody replied, they're like, somebody said to Mac Miller, "Do coke again." Look what happened. I was like,
Yo.
dude, that's
crazy.
crazy.
Who's your favorite artist? You definitely know who
right
mine
now, is yours Tyler the Creator?
No, mine's JPEG.
Oh yeah. Honestly, yesterday when I was watching that Nardwar video with Tyler, I forgot how much I liked him.
Oh, Tower?
Yeah,
Everyone loves Tower.
I didn't realize how much he influenced me either.
He's made so much music.
My coworker said to me, "Do you have a preppy style?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then they were like, "You dress nicely, but
Yeah.
not someone your age I would think to
about
wear
that.
that kind of stuff."
Yeah.
But I will rock a sweater vest. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah. What's interesting, I mean, it's talking about style too with Tower. What's interesting is Tower made his own style where you can say oh, this looks like Tower the Creator.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of cool. People strive for that.
Oh my God. Do you remember when I told you a story 20
Okay.
minutes ago? Tell me every word.
Tampa, Florida, 6 minutes. I think it does hurt that you prefaced that you were gonna ask because I've been trying to remember too while we were talking.
So you remembered just a little
Tampa,
bit more.
Florida, $6 million in damage, or $3 million. 6 people were injured. No one died. A date. Water.
Water.
Yeah.
We can move on.
I don't know why I remember the money.
Because all about them dollar bills, baby.
Apparently.
You still failed. You failed again.
Yeah, I did worse.
It's okay. But Tyler.
Dementia.
I'm not a doctor. I can't say that.
Tower. Yeah, Tower. I mean, a lot of people like Tower. A lot of people shit on him sometimes. Where not a lot of people, but he's so enjoyable now. I think in a good way. He makes genuinely good music.
Definitely. I remember when it transitioned from Goblin to Cherry Bomb.
Okay, yeah.
And then Cherry Bomb to
And then everything
Flower
else.
Boy.
Flower Boy is a great
And
album.
then I was like, he's really changing his
total
style of music.
180.
And it's for, I'm liking it.
He
I'm liking
matured.
everything. Yeah, for sure.
I think as I grew older, I didn't enjoy Igor, but Igor's probably my favorite album from Tower.
I was just a snot-nosed kid when Igor was coming out like, yeah, fuck Bill Clinton. Let me skateboard and drink a Monster.
Igor's probably my favorite album from Tower. It generally is I don't know why.
He used to, do you remember that Odd Future cat?
Yeah.
With the rainbow around
Yeah.
the eyes? I used to think I was so badass when I just, because I bought a Odd Future shirt from Hot Topic.
Yeah.
And
Odd Future Polos, and
you couldn't stop me in that thing, dude.
I think they did something with that group for sure.
They still have the cat all over Camp Flognaw,
That's funny.
which is sick. He just made that his thing.
Yeah. Tower's very cool. There's a Nardwar JPEG interview.
Really?
There is one. I don't think you've ever seen an interview with JPEG.
I'm scared to do anything because I know Nardwar is watching.
This guy. We're at 54 minutes. We can kind of wrap it up. Do you want to plug anything? Do you have anything to plug?
I don't think so. By the time that this is gonna be,
Who knows when I'll edit this, to be honest.
aired, I'm gonna have a fiance. Lexi, I love you, and I ain't never gonna stop loving you.
I'm gonna delete this now.
Oh no.
Who knows when I edit this? If I edit this before then, I'll bleep that out.
That's okay.
It'll just be like, bleep. And you just see your mouth
just
moving.
me talking.
Yeah.
No, I have other topics, but I definitely will come back on the show.
Okay.
We'll get Jason back here.
And Romeo?
Oh God, dude! If Romeo's on here, I seriously would get
His
canceled
smile
and
is-
fired.
His smile was radiant.
I have topics that if Romeo was on the show, I would talk about.
That's hilarious.
The first one is school policies.
He's laughing a lot right now.
And then the second topic is dating, and it has 9 sub points under dating.
Romeo was banned on Tinder.
Romeo was banned on Tinder multiple
And
times.
I didn't even know that was possible until Romeo told me that.
Yeah, me neither. I knew there were guidelines, but I didn't think like.
I didn't know you could be banned on Tinder.
I didn't
out of
think
all
anyone
places.
I knew could have gotten banned. But lo and behold,
I've only been banned at Club Penguin.
we're really hyping up a Romeo episode. Like, I'm
Okay.
kind of excited.
I'm ending this.
Yeah.
Goodbye, guys.
See you later.